Hello student, in this lecture we start exercise 6.5. First sum is find the maximum and minimum value of the function if it is, first is fx is equal to 2x minus 1 square plus 3, right? Here this function is defined on our real number. So first of all here 2x minus 1 square is always greater or equal to 0. We know that because it is a square. Now adding 3 both the side, we get 2x minus 1 square plus 3 is greater or equal to 3. It means what? Fx is greater or equal to 3. Therefore, we can say that the function is start from, or the value of the function is start from 3 and increase up to infinite, right? Therefore, we can say that here fx belongs to 3 to infinity. Therefore, this is the minimum value and maximum is not obtained. Here, minimum value of fx is 3. But as limit x tends to infinity, fx is infinity. Therefore, maximum value cannot obtain. Right? So this way, here only the minimum value is possible, not a maximum value. In the second sum is just like this. Here fx equal to 9x square plus 12x plus 2, right? So here we take the perfect square trinomial, then it is 9x square plus 12x plus 4 and minus 6, or plus 4 minus 2, plus 4 minus 2, right? So this is a perfect square trinomial, and from this perfect square trinomial we can say that this is 3x plus 2 whole square minus 2. Now 3x plus 2 whole square is greater or equal to 0, and therefore 3x plus 2 square minus 2 is always greater than minus 2, means fx is greater or equal to minus 2. Therefore, minimum value of fx is minus 2, and as limit x tends to infinity, fx is infinity. Therefore, maximum value not obtained. Maximum value not obtained, right? So this way we can find our maximum value or minimum value which is exist, right? Now we go for the next one. Third is fx equal to minus x minus 1 square plus 10, right? So here, first of all, x minus 1 square is greater or equal to 0, but minus x minus 1 square is less or equal to 0, minus x minus 1 square plus 10 is less or equal to 10. It means fx is less or equal to 10. Therefore, function is bounded to minus infinity to 10. Therefore, the maximum value is 10, but minimum value is not obtained. Therefore, maximum value of f is 10, but minimum value is not obtained. Right? Then fourth. In fourth, gx equal to x cube plus 1. So here x cube plus 1 is always it is belongs to R. X cube plus 1 is belongs to R, and here x cube plus 1 is belongs to R. Therefore, we cannot find the maximum or minimum value. Therefore, maximum value or minimum value are not obtained. Right? So this is very important, that here x cube plus 1 is there. So the maximum or minimum value cannot obtain. Second sum. In second sum, same kind of sum is there. Find the maximum or minimum value if exist. Second sum, first. Here it is given that fx equal to mod x plus 2 minus 1. Now we know that mod property is, it is always greater or equal to 0. Here mod is always greater or equal to 0. Okay, but when you add minus 1, then it is greater or equal to minus 1. Means fx is greater or equal to minus 1. Therefore, fx is belongs to minus 1 to infinity. Therefore, minimum value of fx is minus 1 at x equal to minus 2, and maximum value is not obtained. Right? Same way, second sum. In second sum, gx equal to minus x plus 1 plus 3. So here we know that mod x plus 1 is greater or equal to 0, but minus x plus 1 mod is less or equal to 0. Therefore, minus mod x plus 1 plus 3 is less or equal to 3. It means gx is less or equal to 3, means gx is belongs to minus infinity to 3. Therefore, minimum or maximum value of gx is 3 at gx is 3 at x equal to minus 1, but minimum value is not obtained. Right? So this way we can find the maximum value or minimum value for the given function. Now we go for the next one. Third sum, hx is equal to sine 2x plus 5. Okay, so here first we know the property of sine, means range of sine is minus 1 to 1. Here minus 1 less or equal to sine 2x less or equal to 1. Therefore, minus 1 plus 5 less or equal to sine 2x plus 5 less or equal to 1 plus 5, means 4 less or equal to sine 2x plus 5 less or equal to 6. It means sine 2x plus 5 means fx, hx less or equal to 6. Therefore, hx belongs to 4 to 6. Therefore, minimum value of hx is 4 and maximum value of hx is 6. Right? So here the function obtained both values. Now fourth one is the same kind, but here fx equal to mod sine 4x plus 3. So here the same process can be done. Minus 1 less or equal to sine 4x less or equal to 1. Therefore, 2 less or equal to sine 4x plus 3 less or equal to 4. Therefore, 2 less or equal to mod sine 4x plus 3 less or equal to 4. It means 2 less or equal to fx less or equal to 4, means fx is belongs to minus 2 to 4 plus 2 to 4. Okay. Therefore, minimum value of fx is 2 and maximum value of fx is 4, right? So this way we can find the minimum and as well as maximum value of the given function. Okay, next fourth, fx is equal to x plus 1, x belongs to minus 1 to 1. Here you remember that this is open interval, so directly we cannot put any value here, but then also we can find some result. So here minus 1 less than x less than 1. Therefore, adding 1 both the sides, 0 less than x plus 1 less than 2. It means 0 less than hx less than 2. Means hx belongs to 0 to 2. But maximum and minimum value is obtained at closed interval. But here both the intervals are open interval. So here we cannot find minimum or maximum value of function due to 0 to 2, right? Therefore no value is obtained for this function. Okay, so this is a good sum, because here sometimes we directly misunderstanding, or we have some misunderstanding that minimum value is 0 and maximum is 2, but here open interval is there, therefore we cannot directly put 0 and 2 here. So the minimum value is nearest to 2 and nearest to 0 and maximum value is nearest to 2. It is possible, but which value is there we cannot say directly. Okay, therefore the maximum or minimum value of this function is not obtained. Now we go for the next one. Okay, third sum. In third sum, find the local maxima or local minima, if any, of the following function. Find also the local minimum and local maximum value as the case may be. Right? So here first of all, first function fx is equal to x cube, x square is there. Right. Now what we have, now here we use the first and second order derivative test. Okay, so first you derivate with respect to x, f dash x. First derivative is 2x and second derivative is only 2, which is greater than 0. Now in our second order derivative test it is given that you take f dash x equal to 0. So take f dash x is equal to 0. Therefore 2x equal to 0 means x equal to 0. Now put x equal to 0 in f double dash x. We get f double dash 0 is equal to 2, which is greater than 0. So therefore we can say that at x equal to 0, function f has local minimum value or local minimum, right? So when greater than 0 is occur, then we have local minima. And which value is there? So here put x equal to 0 in fx. We get f0 is equal to 0. Therefore local minimum value is 0 at x equal to 0, right? So at x equal to 0, the local minimum value is 0 and local maximum value is not obtained, and local maximum value is not obtained, right? So this way the total sum can be done, right? So here what you do, you just take the first derivative, second derivative, first derivative put 0, then you get some answer of x. Now this answer of x put in the second order derivative and you get either positive or negative value. Here we get positive value. Therefore when the double derivative is positive, then the local minimum value is exist at x equal to 0. Right? Greater than, then we take the opposite, minimum value. If less than occur, then we put maximum value. Right? So here at x equal to 0, f has local minimum value, and the value is, when you put this value in original function, then you get the original value, local minimum value of the function. So local minimum value is 0 at x equal to 0. Right? So this sum is quite important. Now all the sums you listen, understand carefully, read carefully and see carefully. Okay, we go for the next one, second. Okay, next, gx is equal to x cube minus 3x. Same process can be done, but here the function is different. So first of all, here g dash x, first derivative of this function is 3x square minus 3. Okay, therefore g double dash x is 6x. Now here this is result 1 and this is 2. Right? Now take g dash x equal to 0. It means 3x square minus 3 is 0, or x minus 1, x plus 1 is 0. So either x equal to 1 or x equal to minus 1. Okay. Now first, for x equal to 1, put in 2, means g double dash x. We get g double dash 1 is equal to 6, which is greater than 0. Therefore, at x equal to 1, gx has local minimum value, and the value is g1. It is 1 minus 3, it is minus 2, right? And for x is equal to minus 1, put in 2 in g double dash x. So g double dash minus 1 is minus 6 is less than 0. At x equal to minus 1, gx has local maximum value, and the value has gx, g minus 1. It is minus 1 plus 3. It is 2. Right? So here first is local minimum value is minus 2 and local maximum value is 2. So this way we can find the local maximum and local minimum value of the given function. Second time you understand, because this is quite different type of formula we use here. Okay, this is second order derivative test. So first of all, g dash x is equal to, we obtain g double dash x, obtain g dash x is 0, then we get the value of x is 1 and minus 1. For 1 we put in g double dash x, you get 6, which is greater than 0. When greater than 0, then we can say that at x equal to 1, gx has local minimum value, and the value is you put in g1 or gx, then g1 is equal to minus 2. So this is the local minimum value of the function. Now for x equal to minus 1, you put in 2, g double dash x is, or g double dash minus 1 is minus 6 less than 0. At x equal to minus 1, gx has local maximum value and the value is 2. Okay, so this way we can find our answer. Okay, next. Okay, next, third, hx equal to sin x plus cos x, 0 is less than x is less than pi by 2. Okay, now for this function we just put h dash x is equal to derivative is cos x minus sin x, and h double dash x is minus sin x minus cos x. This is result 1, this is result 2. Take h dash x equal to 0 means cos x minus sin x is 0, or it is cos x equal to sin x means tan x equal to 1. Tan pi by 4 because x belongs to 0 to pi by 2, right? So this way here we get x equal to pi by 4. Now for this x equal to pi by 4, put into in h double dash x, we get h double dash pi by 4, it is minus sin pi by 4 minus cos pi by 4 minus 1 upon root 2 minus 1 upon root 2, it is minus root 2 is less than 0. Therefore at x equal to pi by 4, hx get local maximum value, and value is h pi by 4, it is 1 upon or sin pi by 4 plus cos pi by 4, it is 1 upon root 2 plus 1 upon root 2, or it is root 2. Therefore local maximum value is root 2 and local minimum is not obtained. Alright, so this way we can find our answer that local maximum value is root 2, but local minimum value is not obtained at all. Right, now we go for the next one. This sum is also important because it is a trigonometrical sum. Okay, now we go for the next one.